A pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Tiernan Center in Richmond as we bring you Red Devils basketball right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. It is a brand new season in many ways. The Red Devils have a new head coach in Shabazz Khalik. The Red Devils have 9 new players on their varsity roster, just a couple of players returning from last year's team, a team that fell short from expectations by the end of the season. So now the eyes are on a new head coach, a new system. Everything is brand new, and what will the Red Devils do with everything this year? They have a challenging schedule early on in this season. They're going to have a great wedding tournament again this year, which should be another huge challenge for the Red Devils. It appears that nothing is going to be easy for this new team. But the 2 main players that are coming into this program, one of those, Lucas Croft, the 6'5" forward, who signed to play with Ball State. Andrew Croft, his sophomore brother. Those are 2 guys that will make this program much better because of their scoring ability and much more. Later on, Jordan Stoley will join this team. Jordan, by the way, played JV last year, averaging around 14 to 15 points per game. He will get a chance to play after the 6th game of the season. That could be a difference as well. And Jalen Hillard as well, starting at the point for the Red Devils this season. We'll keep an eye on him as we go throughout the entire season as well. When we come back in a few moments on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we're going to hear from Coach Khalik, get his thoughts about his first season, how they've done up to this point, and especially after their scrimmage not long ago, and what to expect out of the Patriots coming up tonight as well. Stay right there. This is the pregame brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842. Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Coach, game one, do you as a head coach still get a little bit nervous about your first game of the year?
Yeah, absolutely. You have a little bit of jitters. It's not so much about myself as much as about the guys and making sure that they're calm and their nerves are relaxed and they're ready to go. But you definitely are jittery just because you're excited to get the season going. Yeah,
you've had a little extra time, as we talked about before we started the interview, that you don't have the new PAL games. You had a couple of extra days. I would imagine you and the players kind of chomping at the bit right now.
Oh, absolutely. I think, everybody is ready to get started. We're ready to play someone besides ourselves. Obviously, we had the scrimmage in between, but, now you reach a point where other teams have kicked off and you're waiting for your opportunity. And, we don't have, too many guys that participated in a fall sport. Yeah. So our guys are looking forward to the opportunity of competition. And for it to be pushed back is, they're still a little anxious, but I'm glad it was, and I'm glad we get a chance to open up here at home.
What did you take out of the scrimmage that's going to help you a lot tonight, do you think?
I think that, the way in which we competed was important. We've emphasized that. We'll continue to emphasize that in terms of our willingness to get after it, to get after loose balls, to get out in the passing lanes, to put pressure on the ball, to sprint back on defense, to not hang our heads about things, to play through things, to continue to maintain our composure. We started to see some negativity with the scrimmage, but it started to change as the scrimmage went on. Yeah. And that's the behavior we're going to need in order to be successful and do the things that we want to do. So I was pleased with that and changing that and seeing it changed. But I thought our guys were ready to go from the tip, and hopefully it stays the same tonight.
From a standpoint of this week in practice and preparation, of course, with the Thanksgiving holiday, kind of puts a little bit of a bump in there. Did you get everything done this week that you wanted to accomplish?
Oh, we did. It slows it down a little bit, especially when you don't have school, because kids are used to a routine. And when you throw them off the routine, they have a hard time adjusting. Yeah. So, the change in routine is not something as a coach that I like. I know that everybody, enjoys the time off. You spend time with the family. That's great. But from a basketball perspective, you want to keep them on that routine. However, we were able to take advantage, of the time off that we had by getting in here and doing some other things, doing some extra stuff, getting shots up more than we would be able to on a normal school day, and made the most out of it.
Fans are going to get their first chance to see you. Maybe some of them haven't seen you before. What kind of coach are they going to see on the sidelines?
I'm always enthusiastic. I'm very into the game. I don't sit down too often. So, I get a lot of steps in, during the course of the game. So, that's usually myself. I work on trying to leave the refs alone. I try not to bother them too much. They have a hard enough job, on their own. But, just a guy that's always going to be engaged, with what we got going on. Whether it's working or it's not, making those adjustments, keeping our kids in tune. I think that, when you bring that energy and that passion, you'll see it out of your team. My wife always tells me sometimes when we're not successful, she'll say, you weren't as energetic as you usually are. The kids feed off of your energy. So I've had to make those adjustments in the past, but that's usually what you're going to get out of me.
Coach, what do you plan on tonight from a rotation standpoint? You'd mentioned after the scrimmage the other day you had the 5 starters who really I thought was very cohesive. Will you try to play a lot of kids tonight, just kind of see how they'll react under the lights?
Honestly, I traditionally usually keep a short bench. That's always been my MO, but we're going to try to stretch it out a little bit tonight. We got our 5 starters. I think we got an additional 2 to 3 guys that we can play in off the bench. Now, how long we play them, how many minutes, I don't know, but I feel like they've earned an opportunity to go out there and showcase what they can do, and we need to see what they can do, especially with Jordan being out for 6 games. We got to find a rotation until he comes back, and then obviously once he comes back, it makes us deeper. So if we can find 7, 8. Then when Jordan comes back and it makes us deeper, that's all the better. Yeah. And I think tonight is a great opportunity to measure what other guys can do and if they're ready right away. Because for some of them, especially the ones that are coming off the bench, this is their first opportunity to play at the varsity level and where it matters. And we'll see how they react to that. And hopefully they react well. I anticipate them doing so. But if they're a little nervous, then we'll have to shorten up the rotation and make our adjustments.
It does take a little time, though. If you haven't played the varsity game, it is so much different from the JV contest because now everybody's watching so much. Do you kind of think of sometime maybe take a time out if they're not playing as well and just settle them down a little bit, or will you let them play through?
I've traditionally let kids play through mistakes. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're in the wrong place, those are usually the things, lack of effort, that get you taken out of the game. Making mistakes, that comes with the territory. But if you're making them because you're nervous or you're jittery, we'll take you out. We'll calm you down. We'll have one of the assistants talk to you. It doesn't mean that your night's over. It just means that, you just weren't ready to go, and we'll find out what the reason is and get you relaxed, and then, hopefully get you back in there, and you'll make the adjustments the second time.
Coach, you have a number one scoring option, and we talked about this a little bit after the scrimmage. Right now, who's number two if, just in case, they try to shut down your number one option? Do you have another guy ready to step up in that instance?
I think it starts with the brothers Croft. So, yeah. You talk about Lucas, and then obviously Drew would be that second guy. But I think our other guys are capable shot makers. So if the attention goes to one of those guys or both of those guys, don't be surprised to see other guys step up and have big nights. They're capable. Whether or not they do is yet to be determined. But from what I've seen in practice and the drills that we've done, they're capable shot makers. So if they take their time to get their feet set and they believe and have the confidence in themselves that we have in them as a staff, then they'll have good nights, and they'll be able to feed off of the attention that Lucas gets and the attention that Drew gets.
Coach, you played Jay County basketball team that beat Hagerstown the other night, and as you said before we started the interview, it's kind of hard one to really process simply because they slowed down the basketball game a lot. They held Hagerstown, I believe, 29 points, something in that area defensively. They're not a very big basketball team, but when you look at the roster, they got a lot of guys back from last year and a lot of varsity experience. What do you see in Jay County, and what do you plan on trying to counter with them tonight?
They got some girth with their kids. They're not skyscrapers, but they got some girth, so they're physical kids, big bodies. I thought against Hagerstown they did a good job of getting easy baskets in transition. I don't anticipate them trying to do that against us. It's what kind of Jay County Hagerstown presented. I think Hagerstown took some quick shots that led to transition opportunities. They didn't shoot very well in the first half. Took a lot of threes that led to long rebounds, which led to Jay County getting a lot of stuff in transition. So for us to use that as a measuring stick wouldn't help us. We got to go back and look at who they were last year in terms of their things schematically, and go from there. Personnel is personnel. We saw some of the things that they could do against Hagerstown. If they could put it on the floor, if they could shoot it. But the schemes that they ran against Hagerstown will be totally different than what they run against us. So we went back and watched last year's in preparation for today, and I think that our guys have a good idea and a barometer of what we want to do, and it's all about us coming out and doing it with intensity and doing it with passion and being in the right spots. If we do those things, we'll be fine. And again, they'll slow it down. I don't think there's any doubt about it, right? You're anticipating that tonight? I do. I anticipate them being very methodical, taking their time. So it's important for us to value our possessions and to capitalize on our possessions. And then if we are able to, hopefully extend it to a 2 or 3 possession game in our favor, then it takes them out of their comfort zone and what they want to do. They have to press a little bit more in terms of looking for their offense, and that'll open some things up for us. All right, Coach, good luck tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-size volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120. For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners. For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Back at the Tiernan Center, Gerard O'Byrne will be joining us coming up in just a few minutes to talk a little bit about tonight's matchups. Let's go ahead and scout this Jay County basketball team. Again, they beat Hagerstown a couple of nights ago, ended up shooting 56% in that game. They only scored 59 points, but they made every shot count. 35 rebounds. That might be the one thing that makes the game stand out the most because it was a very low-scoring affair. 14 assists, 8 steals. They did turn the ball over 19 times in that game and only shot 55% from the free throw line. Keep an eye tonight on Parker Grimes, averaging 14 points per game. Noah Arbuckle averaging 11. Ryan Schlechty's at 7 points per game. And Wyatt Giesemann, 7 points, 8 rebounds in the last game against Hagerstown. A lot of those names are familiar because most of those players are back from last year. Let's go and check out what else is happening tonight in the North Central Conference. And there are a few games that are going to be finals by the time we're done here tonight. Fort Wayne North is at Marion. Kokomo's at Westfield. McCutcheon home tonight against North Judson. And Yorktown is on the road at Muncie Central. Of course, there's action going on in the Tri-Eastern Conference tonight as well. One of those games taking place up at Earlham College, where tonight Centerville is hosting, or I should say Seton is hosting Centerville in that contest. That is a Seton home game. Other games tonight include Hagerstown at Cowan, Northeastern opening up the defending state champions Morristown. Also Wapahani is at Tri. Lincoln, by the way, had 2 games earlier today against Lighthouse East and Crystal House Academy. We'll get scores in those games. We'll pass those along as well. So those are matchups coming up tonight in only the NCC, but the Tri-Eastern Conference as well. All right, the table is set. We'll talk with Gerard in a couple of moments, get his thoughts about, I think, your first Indiana high school basketball game tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
All right,
California.
All right, California, a little bit different than the state of Indiana when it comes to basketball. We'll find out about this one tonight. First game out of the chute for the brand-new Red Devils and the Jay County Patriots coming up next. This has been the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Back here at the Tiernan Center, game one of this 2018-19 high school basketball season. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Best Western Classic of Richmond. And when you're visiting the Richmond area and you're looking for a place to stay, there's no better place than the Best Western Classic. At the Best Western Classic of Richmond, you get the most amenities available, including indoor pool, fitness center, conference space, free buffet breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and, of course, a clean, quiet, comfortable room. Best Western Classic of Richmond, 533 West Eaton Pike. Well, Gerard, welcome to Indiana High School basketball from the great state of California. And tell you what, I know it's a pretty decent crowd tonight. You're going to see bigger crowds sometime down the road. But your early thoughts about Indiana basketball? Oh, sorry, I better turn you up there. There you go.
Well, Troy, I can tell you this. When I played high school basketball in California, if this is a decent crowd, this would have been an outstanding crowd where I played at. I maybe had a max of 150 people. When I played high school basketball, I never had the band there. So if this is a decent crowd for a Richmond high school basketball game, I don't even want to know what an extremely large crowd would look like over here.
Well, we love it when we can pull those bleachers back and certainly make this a full house. You know, you're going to learn a lot, I'm sure, when you watch tonight. We're going to both learn a lot about Richmond. I don't know that either one of us know much about them at this point. When you talk about having 9 new players and one of their players is not eligible until after Game 6, that's Jordan Stoley, who had a great JV season last year, so he has to wait 6 games. When, as a player, how long does it generally take just to get into the mode of things and get all of this chemistry put together?
I say 2 games. Obviously, you go through the whole season trying to gel together as a team, but you usually have that first game to where you get questions answered, but not as much as you want to because everybody's playing on adrenaline, with it being the first game of the high school season. And then that second game, when all that adrenaline goes down a little bit from the first game, then you find out a little bit more. So I say after the first couple games of the season is when you really start to find out what your team is and the identity of what your team can become.
I'm trying to think, in 29 years that I've been covering Richmond basketball, I don't remember a time, though, we've had 9 different new names. Now, there are a couple of players that played on the JV level, but from the varsity side of things, 9 out of your 11, it's almost unheard of.
Definitely almost unheard of, but one thing about this Richmond team is that's the best way to get a clean start. Yeah. You get brand new players into the program, a brand new coach, and it's not just the team, but everybody in the Richmond community is excited to see what this team can bring to the table.
I agree. And, of course, they have a lot of eyes on Lucas Croft, who recently committed to Ball State. You heard Coach talk about the Croft brothers. If they go after Lucas, they'll probably have to go to number 2 and Andrew. I'm curious to see who's next after that, because if you look up and down the lineup with guys who have not played varsity basketball, it's hard to say, well, I'll come out and score 15 points a game if you haven't been here before.
Well, before the season starts, everybody has the dream of wanting to average 15 points a game, but usually coaches try to tell you we want spread out, but usually you have your star player, and then you have the next guy, and that's where the questions you look to get answered in the first game of the season.
Well, the Red Devils are going to be a little bit smaller than they were last year, though they had size last year. They were not a great rebounding basketball team, so I'll be curious to see who will step up in that order here tonight. And plus, your guards are small. When you look at the Red Devils, Kareem Jett is only about 5'6" maybe. You look at Jalen Hillard, he may be 5'7" in that area. So getting shots over bigger guards, that could be tough tonight.
It definitely could be tough, but one thing I have learned is at 5'6", it might be tough shooting over a guy, but you definitely like to use the speed of a 5'6" guy, and that's what maybe Richmond would like to do, have him push it up the court and try to find bigger guys so they can get the shots off.
Well, there you see the Red Devils, and here are your starters. There's Jalen Hillard, transfer from Northeastern High School. There is Jordan Fry, the only returning starter basically from a year ago. Kareem Jett was a spot starter last year. Here is Andrew Croft, one of the players that has moved in from Fort Wayne North High School. And then, of course, his brother Lucas Croft, who they're expecting a lot out of Lucas this year. So the table is now set. We are ready to go. Thanks for being with us. Red Devils were supposed to open against New Palestine, but New Pal ended up going to the state championship game, which they played today. So we had to move that game. We'll talk about the Red Devils schedule a little bit later. In fact, that won't even be until later in February. Red Devils in their home whites here tonight. Michael Schlechte, by the way, is wearing number 40. Tip will be won by the Patriots, and we are underway here tonight. Ryan Schlechte wearing number 15 in the backcourt. Red Devils open up man-to-man. We'll expect mostly man-to-man out of this team for head coach Shabazz Khalik. And watch for the Patriots to be very patient offensively. Nice turn up and under in the kick out. Here's a three on the way by Schlechte, and that's an air ball. And so the Red Devils will get the basketball. And as you said earlier, a lot of nerves early.
Definitely going to be a lot of nerves. First game of the season, first shot of the season, as we saw. It's going to take at least a quarter for the nerves of the game to come out of each player.
By the way, the Patriots are listing many of their players at 6'4" and 6'5", so they do have a little bit of size. Jordan Fry might be the biggest player for the Red Devils. He may be 6'3", even with his shoes on, as the Red Devils run their motion offense. Here's Hillard. Croft deep in the corner. Keep an eye on Lucas Croft. You know the Patriots will. Steps inside the three-point line, misses his first shot. And Schlechte with a rebound. Well, a feeling out process early, though these two teams have played each other several times over the years. As the Patriots work it again to Michael Schlechte, big body down low. Croft guarding down on the baseline against Wyatt Giesemann, and he travels with it. There's your first turnover of the ball game.
But so far, we've seen that the Patriots are definitely using that patient system of theirs. They've had multiple open shots that they have passed up to get the ball moving from side to side.
You know, as a defender, you better be pretty disciplined because after a while, you get tired of chasing guys. I don't know about you, but I like defense, but I don't like chasing them for 35, 40 seconds at a time.
I like defense too, but when it's patient offenses like that, it gets very annoying after a while.
It certainly does. We've seen games between these two teams over the years in the 40s, and I think that's where Jay County would like it to be as well. Fry will reverse it. Kareem Jett takes the screen from Fry. Red Devils have had one shot so far. Here is Andrew Croft for three off the back of the iron. Misses it. Rebound Patriots. So the Red Devils 0 for 2. And the Patriots will bring it back in the half court. A lot of curiosity here tonight. Again, after 3 years under the old head coach in Rick Wedlow. There is a steal. Kareem Jett, second turnover for the Patriots. Now Lucas with the basketball. The crossover, the spin down the lane. A lot of contact, no whistle. And the Patriots make the Red Devils go now 0 for 3. Red Devils will pick up pretty much at half court. And Patriots again into the half court offense. 5:19 remaining. The drive and the kick. Maybe that time we're going to see the three, and we did.
Patient offense leads to good shots.
Michael Schlechte gets the three. I look down to look at one note on my stat sheet. He hits the three, and the Patriots lead at 3-0. Now into the 5-minute mark. Red Devils being patient. You know, one thing about being patient offensively, near steal. Here's a pull-up jumper. Red Devils 0 for 4 now in the shooting department as Andrew Croft unable to get it. You start pressing a little bit, too, when things aren't falling.
You definitely start pressing, and that's what you don't want as a team because you're going to start forcing shots. If they're already not falling, so taking harder shots is going to be a lot harder.
There's another three from the top of the key. This is Schlechte once again. He has 2 straight three-pointers, and the Red Devils down 6-0.
And so far, the Patriots' system of half-court offense is overwhelming the Red Devils at the start of the game.
So we got a foul at the other end of the floor. Looks like they're going to get Wyatt Giesemann. Michael Schlechte 6'3", Wyatt Giesemann at 6'5". Both those guys can step out on the perimeter. Off the baseline, shot no good on the inbound. And the Red Devils now 0 for 5 in the shooting in this one. So now the Patriots back in the half court halfway through the first quarter. Richmond down 6-0. And we have a foul away from the basketball. I think they got Jordan Fry. So now the Red Devils with their first foul. Patriots once again. Nindy, the 5'11 senior. They have a lot of seniors on this team, and there is a moving screen. I think they got Ryan Schlechte, number 15. Let's wait and see what they put on the scoreboard. No, they got Nindy on the foul, so that's going to be the first one on Xavier Nindy. And the Red Devils still looking for their first point of a brand new year. Who's going to be, though? We should take a little poll here. Here is the three from the top of the key. No good as Andrew Croft, and the Red Devils 0 for 6.
And you can tell the crowd of the Red Devils is just waiting to explode on the first basket.
Well, I hope we get one here pretty soon.
I think so far you just see the experience of the Patriots. You know, they've been in first games before, and as you said, 9 new players for the Red Devils, 1 true starter back from last year's team. So everybody's just still new to this whole process, and I think so far you see the experience coming out of the Patriots side right now.
Well, let's see if Richmond can get on the board right here. Here is Lucas Croft, again, one of the move-ins. Jordan Fry will take the shot and hit it, and finally the Red Devils get on the board. A three-pointer by Jordan Fry. And maybe that'll loosen things up a little bit. At the pace we're going right now, the game will be in the 40s.
Which is exactly what the Patriots are hoping for.
Yeah, they don't want to get up and down the floor at all if they don't have to. Held Hagerstown to just 29 points in that first game. Patriots making a change. Gabe Link, a 6'3 junior, is checked in. Nice drive, layup good. There he is again as Michael Schlechte now has 8 points. He can be a hard guard. 2:37 to go. He's kind of one of those big wide bodies but moves well.
He knows how to use it. He was taught very well to use his body as an advantage.
Red Devils again. Here's Croft. That's Andrew down the lane. Dumps it to Fry. The kick out. Hillard for 3. Good. So now things rolling a little bit as Jalen gets his first points of the night. And a foul called against Kareem Jett. That'll be his first. So the Red Devils missed their first 6 shots. Finally hit a couple, and maybe they can breathe a little bit right here.
Just a little bit, but I think you see the patience of the Patriots, and that's what you do. If you look against the Red Devils and the Patriots, the athleticism is clearly on the Red Devil side, and that patient offense like the Patriots are showing, that's how you really slow down an athletic team right here.
Patriots again in their half court. They've also brought into the ball game Noah Arbuckle, a junior, 6'3". Under 2 minutes remaining now here in the opening quarter of play. Game 1 for the Red Devils, Game 2 for the Patriots. Nice pass inside. It just did a nice job. Gabe Link really sealing off his man to get the 2-point bucket.
One thing we're seeing from the Patriots is they're not pressing for shots. They're not forcing a shot. They'll pass up a good shot to get a better shot. And so far, that's what's pushed them to a 10-6 lead right now.
By the way, the Red Devils have not gone to their bench yet. That's a double dribble. The Red Devils got away with that one, and perhaps a foul call could have been made right there on Gabe Link. So Richmond, and Coach is right, he says he likes a short bench and gone to the bench at all yet.
Still trying to find rhythm for his starting five, because that's what's going to be the 5 players coming down in the fourth quarter. So best to try to establish a rhythm early.
Here's a deep 3 off the mark by Lucas Croft, and it will go out of bounds, and Jordan Fry the last to touch it. So the Patriots will get it back. Parker Grimes will come in. He had 14 points against Hagerstown, and Parker's listed at 6'5", another one of the seniors. And the Red Devils make a change. Raphael Dean will come in. Dean wearing number 15. He was a JV player last year and very aggressive, physical kid down low. Under 50 seconds remaining. 4-point lead for the Patriots. Turn around, a little throw-up jumper that time by Gabe Link, and he hits it. Link now has 4. Red Devils down by 6. See if Richmond will play for the final shot here in the opening period. Here's Hillard. Just hit the 3 moments ago. Kareem Jett will give it off now to Lucas Croft. Drive baseline, Andrew leans in, and he'll go to the line. Well, generally what you tell a player, that if the outside shot is not falling, let's get to the rim and at least try to get some rhythm at the free throw line.
Yeah, and for some players, all it takes is to see the ball go to the net once, and maybe for the Red Devils, getting a couple free throws will establish a better rhythm on offense, because you really see they don't really have a good rhythm. They've hit only 2 shots in the first quarter and there's 17 seconds left. So
yeah,
whatever you can try to do to find a rhythm,
got to do it.
Is what you got to do.
By the way, in the ball game, Tajum Deloney, an excellent outside shooter. Both free throws are good by Andrew Croft. And the Red Devils still within 4 without Lucas Croft scoring a basket so far here in the opening quarter. Patriots will play for 1 right here. Red Devils good defensively, forcing the action a little bit more. And there's a foul on Andrew Croft. He just picked up his first. 3.8 seconds remaining. Ryan Schlechte will inbound the basketball on the sideline. Another moving screen away from the ball. They're going to get Wyatt Giesemann on his second foul. That's a big foul. Giesemann, one of those guys, could be a double-double guy at 6'5". So 3.4, Red Devils will have to hurry. Here's Lucas Croft across the timeline. Got away with a shove and hits it at the buzzer. How about that?
What a way to hit your first shot.
So Lucas Croft with a big 3 as time runs out here in the opening period of play on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. After 1, Jay County 12, Richmond 11. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Tonight's game brought to you by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. Well, after the Red Devils got off to a slow start, the big 3, in fact, Richmond's all their points other than the 2 free throws have come from the three-point shot. So now the Red Devils. Dean at the high post. Nice backdoor cut. Layup good by Croft. And the Red Devils have come back to take the lead.
That was their best half-court set of the game so far, and they got an easy layup out of it.
Well, you got to love a big guy that can pass, too.
Always a plus.
Patriots basketball. That one goes out of bounds. Nice defense by Dean as the Patriots trying to work it to Michael Schlechte, who had 8 points of the 12 the first quarter that the Patriots had. Jay County off the inbound, driving in the lane. Ball almost stripped away. Near steal there by Lucas Croft. Good crowd here to see the Red Devils in their first game. A lot of anticipation with Lucas signing with Ball State. Of course, he was noticed playing at Fort Wayne North and comes down here, and I would imagine he feels a lot of pressure.
Definitely feels a lot of pressure. If you're the D1 kid, everybody knows your name. Everybody's expecting you to have 20 to 30 points a night, and it's your first game at a different high school for your senior year. A lot of emotions going through them right now.
Yeah, and they think you're going to be perfect and hit every shot.
That's never going to go out that way.
Haven't seen one yet. Here's Deloney at the elbow. Dean at the high post, got an assist on the last play. Red Devils lead it by 1. Here's Croft once again. He's going to draw a crowd. There's no doubt about it. He's going to be the main focus. Dean, the short jumper, good. Raphael Dean gets his first 2.
And that's what hitting a few of those threes in the first quarter is allowing for the Red Devils offense. The Patriots have spread out a little bit on the defensive end, and now they're starting to expose those holes.
Arbuckle nearly an offensive foul. We got a foul away from the basketball. They may get Andrew Croft. I was watching Lucas there a couple of moments ago, and he took one right upside the chops. Arbuckle. By the way, the foul's going to be called on Kareem Jett. So he picks up his second.
Yeah, a little term called mouse in the house. 6'4" guy on a guard that's maybe 5'7". Trying to battle there as tough as you can.
Kareem is, again, a small guard. There's an entry pass, and I think we got another moving screen. I'll tell you what, there's about the third moving screen we've seen on the Patriots tonight. That's going to be their 5th turnover as well.
And as a coach, that's probably very frustrating to keep getting the same foul over and over, because the simple correction for a moving screen is just to stay flat, or if the guard is going too early, to tell him to wait for the screen to get there.
Croft, fadeaway jumper off the glass, good. Lucas Croft now with 5.
I think he's starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm. Buzzer-beating shots like the end of the first quarter tend to do that for you.
5-point lead for Richmond. Here is Schlechte. 3-pointer, top of the key and beyond. Third 3-pointer. Here the other way, Deloney misses the long-range jumper. Patriots out on the run and blocked out of bounds by Andrew Croft. By the way, the official, they should say the PA announcer said that it was Ryan Schlechte. It was actually Michael Schlechte who hit that 3, number 40. Patriots down by 2 with the basketball. Boy, nice move inside by Schlechte again.
That little hesitation. And that's one thing about a big guy who could do both. Play post up and shoot the 3 ball. Is very hard to stop a guy like that.
Yeah, that can be a matchup nightmare. Now we got a foul the other way. Did they get Raphael Dean? And they did. That's going to be his first. Team foul number 5 with 5:18 remaining here in the opening half of play. So now the Patriots try to take the lead. Basically, the Patriots running a lot of flex. They'll screen and move and down screen, side screen. There's a steal by Croft, and Croft will get hammered at the other end and go back to the free throw line. Foul against Parker Grimes. And by the way, the Patriots have turned the ball over 6 times. The Red Devils so far no turnovers here in the first half.
Well, if you're the Patriots, you're a little bit encouraged by that. 6 turnovers to none, and they're still a tie ball game right now.
Well, here's Andrew at the line. Of course, Andrew, just a sophomore. Really liked what we saw to him in the scrimmage. A lot of energy, excellent shooter, good defender, gets on the floor. Raphael Dean will come out. The Dean family is right behind the bench supporting Raphael today. Back in the ball game, Jordan Fry. Second free throw is missed, and the rebound by Gabe Link. So now the Red Devils lead it by 1. We thought it was going to be a low-scoring affair, and so far that has come to fruition in this one here tonight. Ball loose, nearly thrown away, picked up by Giesemann. Red Devils stay man-to-man. Post up down low and near turnover, but able to recover. But missing the shot is Parker Grimes. Patriots miss down low. And they're going to get Croft on the carry. That is the first turnover by Richmond. I'm actually a little surprised at times that the Patriots aren't trying to pound it inside a little bit more.
They've had success with it, so I'm with you, Troy. I'm surprised they haven't done it more. And even the shot they just missed on that final possession, he was right at the basket.
Well, that's a bad pass right there by Ryan Schlechte as it goes between the legs of Gabe Link, and now you're talking about 7 turnovers. So now the Red Devils halfway through the fourth quarter. A 1-point lead. Lucas Croft now at the point. Fry down on the baseline, turns, shoots, and hits it.
Now the Red Devils trying to take advantage of his size on his matchup.
And the Red Devils now lead it by 3. Driving baseline, and there's another turnover by Grimes. That is 8. I think the Patriots may be getting a timeout. They will. We have a timeout on the floor. This time the Patriots want to talk about it. We'll take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils lead it by 3.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Well, I would think that at least from the Jay County standpoint, we talked about their 8 turnovers, and I'm not so sure that they're trying to play a little faster than they want to right now, and the Red Devils have forced them into those turnovers. That's a huge key.
Well, Jay County's made it very clear that they're not going to speed the game up when they don't have to. And I think a little bit of ball pressure from the Red Devils is what's forcing a little bit of these turnovers, and also just mental mistakes by them.
There's Croft missing it. Lucas short off the front of the rim.
And example right there. He was the first one to the rebound, but he waited till everybody got past him before he dribbled.
Foul at the other end of the floor. This will send the Patriots to the line. Gabe Link will step to the line for 2. Deloney picks up the foul. That's going to be Tyjon's first. And still a 3-point lead with 3:22 to go. Second free throw now by Link. He has 5. And it's back to a 1-point lead. Red Devil basketball, they'll work in the half court. Haven't had a chance to run as much as I'm sure they'd like to here tonight. Here's Croft. That's Andrew Croft. Fry will reverse it now to Lucas. Hillard hit a 3 earlier. He'll give it back to Deloney. See the Red Devils working the perimeter. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Now Croft for 3. No. Rebound by Jordan Fry, but he pushed off. And Fry will pick up his second. One thing officials always do, they see those arms extended.
They'll get you for that every time.
Looks like that may be the 7th team foul. Now we have a change again. So here is Link at the line. 7 team fouls again on the Red Devils. And the free throw is good. We're back to a 20-all contest here in the first half. Link now with 6. 2:55 remaining. Second one is good. Jay County regaining the lead. We may not see much of a lead when you're considering both teams the way they're playing. It may not get more than 5 or 6.
But I tell you what, is the Red Devils, when it's an 8-1 turnover margin and you still find yourself down in this ball game, that's something you're definitely not happy about, especially the way the team is struggling to shoot the basketball today.
Yeah, Lucas missed another one, and you can tell he is pretty frustrated.
He's trying to force it.
Nice drive down the lane. Missing the shot is Ryan Schlechte, but an offensive rebound by Giesemann, and then a turnover. Hillard back the other way, off the glass. He should have laid it in. They were trying to get fancy. Patriots with 9 turnovers. There's number 10. Here is Hillard this time, going to get it blocked out of bounds at the other end by Ryan Schlechte. And by the way, Ryan's coming out, I shouldn't say Ryan, but Hillard's coming out of the ball game because he should have just made the layup.
That's when you're trying to do too much than what you need. You're losing in this ball game right now. You need to take the 2 points and get the lead back on a steal. That gets you a little bit of momentum back. And I would not be surprised if he is out of the game for a long time.
I'll tell you what, coach isn't happy with him, I'm going to tell you that.
It's not the time to get fancy. You're losing this ball game right now.
That's one of those times you don't want to come to the sidelines.
Oh, no.
2 minutes remaining. Red Devils down by 1. Croft will back it up, and the Red Devils reset it now to Jet. Dean is back in as well. Here's Croft again for 3, and he just can't seem to find the mark here tonight. Lucas has hit 2 shots.
He's trying to force it. He's trying to force his rhythm, and, you know, the best way to get the rhythm is it's not just about scoring. Get a steal, get a good defensive rebound. That little things can get you a little bit into a rhythm.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell he's frustrated, and I don't blame him. First game in front of a new crowd, new school. You would love to show out for the fans, but forcing it is not going to help.
Here's Grimes at the line. Another foul on Andrew Croft. He has 2. By the way, Grimes has not scored yet tonight. And by the way, they did bring Hillard back in. I think he got a good tongue lashing, and I think he got the point, too.
I think he got his first strike in a 2-strike system.
Second free throw is good. The Red Devils now trail it by 2. We're 90 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Dean at the top. Croft again at the right wing, and now we'll cross over to the right hand, takes it baseline. Patriots kind of extending their defense a little bit more as they've come out beyond the 3-point line. Now we're down to a minute remaining. Here's Croft. Hillard for 3. Yes. Hillard hits his second. He has 6. He leads the Red Devils in scoring.
What a better way to make up for the mistake he just did a few minutes ago.
Now the Red Devils lead it by 1. Yeah, no kidding. Little redemption. Patriots with 40 seconds remaining. Will they play for 1? Deloney really holding underneath against Arbuckle. A huge size advantage for Arbuckle. And again, you see the Patriots in motion. Here's a shot on the way and missed by Schlechte, and the rebound Croft. Lucas will bring it at himself. Hillard at the circle, and there's a travel. That's only the second turnover by Richmond. Boy, you'd really love to finish this quarter out, though, with a positive right there. Now you're going to give Jay County the basketball.
And with a chance to regain the lead. And with 16 seconds left, plenty of time to get a quality shot.
So here's 10 seconds remaining as Ryan Schlechte brings it across the timeline. They're going to go inside to Michael Schlechte, and he lost it out of bounds. I tell you, I know it's Christmas time, and they're in a giving mood, but you got to stop turning the ball over if you're Jay County.
Especially if you want to keep control of the game. Your turnovers is why the Red Devils.
How about that? Richmond again hits another three-pointer at the buzzer. This time it was Kareem Jett. We had made it to halftime. Despite the Red Devils not shooting very well in the first half, they will go into the locker room with a 4-point lead on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond 26, Jay County 22. Halftime report is next right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Welcome back again to the Tiernan Center here in Richmond. Great to have you with us for high school basketball. And, well, let's get your thoughts on the first half. It was kind of a weird first half in a lot of ways. You saw Jay County turn it over 11 times. Red Devils just didn't shoot well, and yet they still managed to have a lead by 4 at halftime. Where does it all balance out when this is said and done?
Well, I think in the first half, we saw what we expected to saw. First game jitters, a lot of nerves, home game in front of the big crowd. And so if you're the Patriots, you're frustrated about the first half because you set the pace that you wanted. The Red Devils played at your pace. You limited them from transition, which is what they really want to do. You're down 4 with 11 turnovers to the Red Devils 1. Yeah. So in a way, you're down and you're frustrated, but you have this game so far in your control because of all the mistakes that you've allowed them to do. The Red Devils, it all comes down to the not shooting so well. You got their star, Lucas Croft. He's trying to force a few shots. He's still looking for his rhythm, and you could definitely tell at times he was frustrated at some of the missed shots and some of the silly mistakes, like Hillard, instead of taking an easy layup, tries to do an off the backboard alley-oop, which failed. And you can tell that Richmond wants to get in transition, and when they're not, it makes them go to half-court offense, which looks like they're a little bit uncomfortable with right now. But I think that you saw in the second quarter, the pace picked up, more points in the first quarter. The teams have felt each other out, so I expect a little bit a stronger finish than what we got in the first half.
If you're the Red Devils now, let's say the first couple of shots in the third quarter don't fall. Do you then say, listen, guys, until it does, let's start getting to the rim a little bit more? We talked about that briefly in the first half, where sometimes the best thing to do is take it to the rim. Will you anticipate that?
I definitely anticipate it. If I'm a coach, that's what I'm telling my team at halftime. Three-pointers aren't falling. Take it to the basket, get fouled, get a layup. So I would definitely anticipate that to start. Rather than take a couple of threes, I anticipate attacks to the basket to try to get those rhythms, and maybe a little more threes later in the quarter and the rest of the game. So, but yeah, if I'm a coach, I'm telling my team we taking it to the basket. Shots are not falling right now.
If I'm Jay County and their leading scorer was Michael Schlecht, he had a good first half with 13. Those 11 turnovers, as you said, those are kind of bothersome to me. Not so much because they're turnovers, but it seemed like a lot of them were unforced. I mean, just simply dropping the basketball out of bounds, that's got to be a concern.
It's definitely a concern, and it's more frustrating than anything because it's not like the Red Devils are playing so good defense on us that we just can't figure out how to get it by them. When it's us turning the ball over, it knows that we're doing what we want to do, but we're not finishing our possessions, and we're giving them extra possessions. So that's why it's so frustrating. But if I'm a coach, I'm telling them if we cut those turnovers in half, we might have a double-digit lead right now.
Yeah. By the way, the Red Devils hit two big threes at the end of the first. They got the three by Lucas Croft. At the end of the second quarter, they got another three by Kareem Jett. So maybe we should just start pretending there's a shot clock. We'd maybe do better knowing the clock is running out. So let me give you some quick numbers here. Unofficially, Jay County led by Michael Schlecht with 13, Gabe Link with 8 points, and Parker Grimes, who had 14 against Hagerstown, so far just 1 point here in the first half of play. Red Devils had 6 players get into the scoring column here in the first half, led by Jalen Hillard with 6, 5 points by Andrew Croft, Lucas Croft with 5, also 3 points by Kareem Jett, 5 points by Jordan Fry, and Raphael Dean with 2 points in the first half. The good news is the Red Devils, again, just 2 turnovers unofficially in the first half. The Patriots finished with 11 turnovers in the first half of play. All right, the second half is coming up. See if the Red Devils can shoot better in the second half, and will the Patriots stop turning the basketball over? We'll find out coming up in a couple of moments right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond. Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
We are now underway here in the third as Jay County will have the basketball to begin action in our third 8 minutes of play. So now let's see what the Red Devils and both teams making adjustments at halftime. Nice entry pass, easy layup as Ryan Schlechte gets on the board. Schlechte now getting his first 2 points of the night. So now the Patriots back on defense. Here is Hillard for three again, and how about Hillard? Jalen now with 9, able to hit the outside shot again.
He's an exception as a coach. You could just tell him to keep shooting. We don't need you to drive to the rim to start off the half.
They're going to go down low again, and the Patriots going to draw the foul. That's going to be Lucas Croft, who will pick up his first. The one thing we're seeing already now from the Patriots is they want to do a lot of that cut to the basket and try to maybe get to the free throw line at the worst.
Yeah, so far it has worked. First basket of the second half was an easy layup off a cut to the basket, and now you get a foul call. So you can clearly see the adjustment for them from the half was we're going to start by trying to get some easy buckets instead of focusing on some outside shots.
Nindy at the line now makes it a 4-point ball game. Xavier with his first points of the night. He'll be back in for number 2. And we'll get them both. We're going to stay now within 3. Hillard leads the Red Devils in scoring again with 9. Croft coming off the low screen to the left and Hillard on the right. Red Devils looking to post up Lucas Croft down low. Here's Jet off the drive. Jet layup, good. Jet using his quickness to the basket. He has 5. And the Red Devil lead at 5 here in the second quarter. Strong drive at the other end. Missing the shot is Giesemann. Patriots retreat. Here come the Red Devils. Hillard will find Croft in the corner. His 3 rims in and out. Andrew with a rebound, put back, yes. There's an instance where you have one of your guards coming in and rebounding.
Best way to get some easy baskets is on offensive rebounds.
He is a good rebounder there. Red Devils were talking about if they run into rebounding trouble, they'll use him a lot. Here is Grimes for 3, no good. He stays cold. Red Devils out on the run and a turnover, just the 3rd turnover of the night. Patriot basketball once again. Grimes missed that last shot badly, so he will send it back outside to Ryan Schlechte. Red Devils stay man-to-man here in the 3rd quarter. Patriots work it to Ryan Schlechte. We've got a foul call against Richmond. 5:44 remaining in the quarter. Hillard picks up the foul. That's just his first. Team foul number 2 now on Richmond. This is their biggest lead of the ballgame at 7.
Well, so far in the second half, they've gotten much more easier transition opportunities that they didn't have 0 of in the first half.
There's that backdoor cut again by Grimes. That's the old Princeton backdoor cut you see the Patriots doing a lot right now, and if you overplay that, they backdoor cut you. But you got to hit the layup, too.
Well, yeah, not sure you want to take a layup throwing it behind your head.
By the way, the foul called on Giesemann, that'll be his second. The Red Devils now with the lead here in the 3rd with 5:28 to go. Fry in the high post, entry pass, and a foul call against the Patriots. Pass intended for Andrew Croft, and the foul called against Parker Grimes. For a senior-laden team, which Jay County is, they really haven't played as well tonight.
Yeah, they've made what I like to call freshman mistakes, a lot of just mental errors that you wouldn't normally expect from a senior deep team.
Well, the Red Devils get a timeout right there. We'll take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 5:25 to go in the third. Red Devils lead it by 7.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
After the timeout, Red Devils off the inbound. Here's Lucas Croft. He'll pull up from about 16 and hit it. So Lucas getting the shot to fall. He has 7. He and Hillard leading the way with 9 and 7 respectively. And the Patriots down by 9. They look at times a little discombobulated on offense. They're going to work it down inside. Short jumper good by Ryan Schlechte. I think they're going to have to take advantage of that, don't you? I mean, they've got the size advantage several times.
You're going to have to, especially with Richmond starting to figure out your defensive system and starting to pull away.
There's a three-pointer. Hillard hits another 3 for the Red Devils. He has 12. And the Red Devils lead it by 10.
It must be miscommunication on the defense because he's getting wide open looks on the three-point line.
Boy, nice shot fake that time, but the miss by Nindy. Here come the Red Devils back the other way. Croft will slow it up. Here is Hillard again for 3. Got another one. And he is on fire. So Hillard does it again, and the Patriots are going to call a timeout as the Red Devils shooting much better here in the third on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond on top of this one, 41-28.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
Tonight's game being brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Just $3.50 every Thursday, the Italian BMT. Friday, the tuna. Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. We'll talk about eating fresh. Apparently Jalen has been eating very well because he's hitting some three-pointers, some big buckets here in the second half.
And I think as the Patriot defense, when a player has already hit 2 threes in the quarter, that's the last person you want to lose in transition. But then we look at the Red Devils, they're getting so many more transition opportunities in the third quarter that they didn't get any in the first half.
And the Red Devils now halfway through the third, leading this one 41-28. Every time they score and get that lead bigger, it's the biggest lead of the ball game. Patriots continue to run their motion offense, looking for that backdoor cut. Red Devils staying again man-to-man, and so far playing very well. And we have a whistle and a foul call against the Red Devils. Jordan Fry got a hand in there. It will be Fry. He just picked up his 3. That'll bring Raphael Dean into the ball game. So Jordan will come to the bench and sit next to the coaching staff. I'm sure they'll buy him a couple of minutes, if not more, if the Red Devils continue to lead. There's a nice spin move in the lane. Missing the shot is Michael Schlechte. He had a puppy and it just came out on him. They've
missed 3 or 4 layups so far this second half, and It's crucial to make those layups when the lead is getting further and further away from you.
Boy, and that's really a surprise. They just don't make those kind of mistakes. If you know and you've seen Jay County basketball over the years, it's just very uncharacteristic.
It looks like the frustrations that they're having in this game is building up, and it's getting worse for them. As you can see, they're missing very easy shots at the rim.
Inside is Andrew Croft, missed it. The rebound by Michael Schlechte. By the way, Xavier Nindy out of the ball game. He picked up his third foul. 3:07 to go here in the third quarter. The Red Devils with a 41-28 lead. Patriots again with the backdoor cut. Nothing there. Andrew falls down wide open for the three, and missing it short is Gabe Link. One and done. Red Devils on the run the other way. Nice feed down low. Lucas Croft with a bucket. Give the assist to Kareem Jett. Lucas now with 9.
Transition.
Yep. They love to get up and down the floor. Back the other way. That'll be Link with a bucket. They hadn't scored in a while. Link now with 10. Near steal, and a foul called in Arbuckle. Deloney is in, and Andrew Croft will sit down. Red Devils get a little bit smaller right here in the backcourt. .225 remaining. Red Devils have kind of taken a little of the mystery out of this game with the lead. Hillard with the 6 points in the quarter. He has 12. Croft nearly lost it. Now fires the three off the mark. The rebound. Dean put back good. Raphael with 4.
That was just simply a hustle play.
And you know this. There's a drive down the lane. Another missed layup by Ryan Schlechte. If you hustle, a lot of times that's most of the game, right?
Oh, yeah. Effort is the main thing in basketball. You get a lot of plays just based on effort.
You look at guys that are not as physically talented in the NBA and in college basketball, and guys that will hang around for years in the NBA just because they out-hustle people.
Exactly.
So now
because athleticism, it's only going to get you so far, because athleticism you can't coach. It's either you're born with it or you develop it over time.
Another bucket down low.
But one thing that can always be controlled is how hard you play.
47-30, the 17-point lead now for Richmond. And that's going to be a double dribble. That's a good call, and the forced turnover by Jalen Hillard. 12 turnovers. Well, that official right there, he was waving his arm like he was ordering dinner. Give me that dinner. 17-point lead here in the third quarter. Hillard once again drives baseline. Feeds inside to Dean. Ball loose. Red Devils with just their 4th turnover. Patriots got away with a little carry that time, as missing the shot is Giesemann. Here come the Red Devils again, and a behind-the-back pass by Hillard. Got a little too fancy again as Andrew Croft unable to catch up with it. Coach is letting him have it again, huh?
Seems like he didn't learn from the first mistake.
Well, the thing is that Hillard's a coach's son, so I'm sure he'll hear from his dad later, too.
Those are always the worst conversations, the behind closed doors conversations.
There's a foul on Jett. That's going to be Kareem's 3rd. Jalen again with 12. Lucas has 9, 7 by Andrew. Kareem has 5, Fry with 5, and Dean with 4. Patriots once again down by 17 with the basketball, 35 seconds remaining. Richmond trying to open up with a win here tonight. Boy, somebody forgot to guard Arbuckle. That was miscommunication or something.
And they were able to actually make the layup on that trip.
Yeah, that's different, isn't it?
It's what's hurt them so far in this fourth quarter. Missed about 4 or 5 layups, which would make this game single digits rather than double digits.
Exactly. I'm not sure. You look at that last play, Arbuckle just all by himself. Here's Deloney for 3. Can't get it to go, and Richmond almost got 3 3-pointers down 3 quarters. We will head to the fourth quarter. Is all Richmond here at the Tiernan Center on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils on top of this one by 15.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
By the way, the Patriots managing just 8 points in the third quarter. They didn't turn the ball over as much, but on the same token, Girard, they just can't score in that quarter either.
And not only has it hurt them offensively, but also defensively, because what kept Richmond from transitioning in the first half was the Patriots were making shots. And with them missing shots, it allowed Richmond to get much more easier transition opportunities in which they capitalized on.
Offensive rebound put back by Grimes. He only has 3 points. That is his first basket. And the Red Devils still lead it by 13. Croft with a baseball pass. That was Lucas to Andrew. Andrew will have it on the left wing. Nearly stepped out of bounds. The drive, the kick as Fry is back in. Andrew took a tumble. Here's Kareem Jett, little floater on the baseline. Andrew with the rebound, and a foul will be called. They will get Giesemann on the foul. That should be his third. And, boy, there you see your 6'1" guard in there battling for the loose basketball.
That's always encouraging as a coach to see.
So now the Red Devils will inbound the basketball. Not before we see a change as Noah Arbuckle coming to the ball game. You look at Parker Grimes had 14 in the first game. He has 3. Arbuckle had 11. He has not scored tonight. The 2 leading scorers being shut down by the Red Devils defense. Next week, the Red Devils go to North Central on Friday, East Central on Saturday. Here's Fry. He's going to get fouled, and he puts it in for a bucket. Fry will go to the line. Fry now with 7. And North Central game always tough for the Red Devils next week when you go to Indianapolis and play the Indy schools. They've generally had our number over the last few years in big ways. So the Red Devils get a big test next week.
And that's going to be a very interesting test when you got 9 new players on your team.
Yeah, on the road for the first time. Fry will pick up the foul. That's his 4th. Dean is in. .6:53 to go here in the fourth. Patriots struggling in the second half offensively. And it has shown. 12 turnovers overall. And they missed a lot of layups here tonight. There's a drive and then finally hitting at the other end. That's Arbuckle.
Now the Patriots have to muscle up on defense and generate some stops.
Yeah, they need a good run here to get back into this one. Down by 14. Lucas with a crossover. Nice job taking it strong, and offensive foul. Yep. Now Lucas just picked up his second. 6 turnovers now by the Red Devils. So a change once again for Jay County as we'll see Michael Schlechte come into the lineup, the 6'3 senior. By the way, the Richmond girls winning earlier today. They got their first win of the year, now 1-6 and 1-1 in the North Central Conference after beating Muncie Central. Patriots, and we've got another moving screen. That's about 5 of those we've seen tonight. Arbuckle gets caught this time.
As a coach, what you got to tell your team, what's happening is the guys that are getting screened, they're going too early. Whether you got the ball or whether you're running off the screen, you have to wait for your guy to set the screen to get set. Otherwise, the refs are going to call that every time, which they have tonight.
You know, a lot of times it is the guard's fault, right? I mean, he doesn't. There's a 3 by Andrew Croft. But the big guys, a lot of times, I take the guards. I'm going to point it on the guards. They go too wide.
Yeah, there's some times to where the big guys move a little bit, but most of the times it's the guards not being patient.
Nice move inside by Ryan Schlechte. He now has 6. 5:30 to go in the fourth. Red Devils lead at 53-38. Here is the 3 on the way at the other side. This will be Lucas Croft. And I believe the Red Devils are going to get a timeout right here. So Lucas now 7 points in the quarter. He has 12 overall. We will take a quick timeout. 5:21 to go here in the fourth. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond up 56-38.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
You know, the one thing about Richmond, when they are at full strength here, and that'll be, again, about 6 games in, you add a Jordan Stoley, who is a 6'4 wing player who can really stroke the basketball. This team going to have a lot of selections when it comes to shooters.
And what's going to be poised for them to make a conference run later in the season.
So Patriots basketball at the other end. That basket good. Nindy makes the shot. Back to a 16-point lead. Nindy now with 4. And the Red Devils now can be a little more patient. 14-foot jumpers off the back of the iron as Lucas unable to get it. The Red Devils get the rebound. Nice feed underneath by Hillard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Patriots. Connor Necessary will come in, a senior. And the Red Devils will put it in play. Boy, near steal, and we got a foul call right in front of the Richmond bench. That'll be Nindy on the foul. That's going to be his 4th, I believe it is.
Bonus time.
So here is Jalen Hillard to the line for the first time. Hillard instrumental for the Red Devils in that third quarter, had those 3 big 3-pointers. Second free throw is on the way, short. By the way, we'll have post-game reaction from head coach afterwards down in the locker room area, so stay tuned for that on our Facebook and Twitter accounts. Nice entry down low, and there is Parker Grimes. So Grimes will pull the Patriots back to within 15. Necessary. Baseline shot no good. Tip up, and the putback by Andrew Croft. Boy, he's been big tonight.
Especially on the offensive rebound. He's just out-hustling the entire Patriots team.
Well, this game got a little higher in the scoring department than we thought it might, at least for the Red Devils, only because I'm a little more surprised that they did, because they got up such a slow start. You hit even half those shots early, you're in the 70s.
They came out, got a few easy buckets in transition in the third quarter, and then it just took off from there.
So we will go to the free throw line. Parker Grimes got a soft roll. By the way, the foul called on Andrew Croft. That is his third. Fry has 4, Jet with 3, Croft with 3. Second free throw is good. And right now, I think it's all academic from this point. 4 minutes and, under the 4-minute mark now. Patriots would have to get a run going very quickly right now, and Richmond will be able to hold the basketball if they choose to do so. That three's off the mark. Rebound put back good by Andrew Croft. Off the miss that time by Lucas. Now, I guess if Andrew didn't follow his shot, his brother did. He knew where it was going.
Brotherly instincts.
Yeah, no kidding. Andrew got the save off the near turnover. There's a three the other way, missed. As we've got a rebounding foul against Richmond, I believe. Deloney picks up the foul, his second. 14 points by Andrew Croft tonight. Hillard, by the way, as we said, with 16 points, leading the Red Devils. Here is Grimes. Again, all our numbers are unofficial numbers. Team will re-scout and re-stat everything after the ball game. Second one is no good. Drive by Kareem. Jet foul called against the Patriots. Well, as a head coach, and coach has been around a while. It's not like he's a youngster, a former Earlham basketball player. He's had some pretty talented teams over the years, but you're always curious to see how your team's going to play in that first game. You practice, and still you're not sure that you're ready by the first game for sure. But I think overall, not a bad night.
Definitely not a bad night. You know, you get your first win in the first game of the season, which is always nice. You get your first home win of the season, which is always nice as well. And then, you know, first game as a new coach at a new school. Yeah, he had plenty of experience at Fort Wayne, but it's always nice to get your first win in the first game at a new school. And then you just got a lot of questions answered about your team. You know, maybe you're happy with the way they played, happy you got the W, but a lot of things to improve on, and which they'll go back and look at the tape and work on those things in practice.
And by the way, if you played perfect in the first game, you have nothing to worry about, right?
Not at all.
You always, I would imagine as the Patriots get the offensive rebound, you know as well as I do, even if you played a perfect game, the coach is going to find something to pick on.
Oh, exactly, because you never want your team to get too high on themselves or complacent. There's always something to improve on, and that's the coach's job to go back and find it. Oh, my God. And, and one thing that you take away from this game as a positive is we scored 63 points and only made 3 shots in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So, you tell your team, we shoot a little bit better, we can put 80-plus points up on the board.
By the way, Parker Grimes missed both of those free throws, and then the rebounding foul called against Michael Schlechte, so we will walk to the other end. That'll be the 10th team foul now on the Patriots. That'll put Connor Necessary at the line. They're going to say Link committed the foul, not Schlechte. So Link will pick up number 3, and here's Necessary at the line. 2:56 remaining. Richmond again will get ready for a doubleheader weekend next week. North Central on Friday and East Central on Saturday. But they can't be happy, I would imagine, going into those two venues with a win here tonight. Give this team some confidence.
Always a plus.
Patriots working inside now to Schlechte. 2:40 to go. There's a travel, no whistle. Well, how about college football today? My Michigan Wolverines, I'll tell you what, I'm Getting rid of everything Michigan now.
That was a shocker. I actually had them winning the game today.
Oh.
Or at the very least, it was going to be a close game.
I wish. I would have taken close. Notre Dame playing tonight. My son is out in California covering that game this evening. By the way, it was a little cool yesterday. It was only 62.
Yeah, and I got friends in Cali complaining that's cold.
Yeah. Those California people get a little soft.
Yeah, exactly.
Deloney, shot fake, three-pointer on the way, good. By the way, Deloney will be a fan favorite. Really nice, personable kid. And the Red Devils are going to make some changes. This is a timeout only to make the changes. But I've seen Deloney. I watched him in practice one day just shoot, and hitting. I mean, he must hit 20 out of 21. Just never stopped. I'm like, when is this kid going to miss? Red Devils make a couple of changes. Zach Hill coming in, number 34. So the Red Devils, 68 points tonight. There's a three the other way by Matt Franks and a rebounding foul. I would not have given Richmond a chance to get to 68 with the cold shooting start that they had tonight, but boy, I tell you, a lot of guys stepping up. Andrew Croft, Lucas Croft finally got some things going in the second half.
You know what? That makes two of us, Troy.
Of course, and you look at Hillard, the way he shot in that third quarter. Link will get both free throws. And the Red Devils lead it by 21 as we're under 90 seconds remaining in this one. That's Jet with a basketball. In the corner to Andrew Croft, feeds and actually takes it himself and lays it in. So Croft again coming up big here tonight for the Red Devils, the sophomore. There's a turn and a miss by Link. And now the Red Devils can simply run this thing out. That's a 16-footer missed as Kareem Jett unable to get the bucket. 16 points tonight by Andrew Croft. 7 points by Kareem Jett. Lucas with 12. Hillard finished with 16 points. Jordan Fry finishing with 8. Dean finishing with 4. 3 points by Deloney, 2 by Necessary. Patriots turn it over. You know, their turnover margin went way down in the second half, but again, their offense just failing to get anything going. I guess if they're looking for a plus, that is one.
Yeah, you know, it was that third quarter that really is where the Red Devils separated themselves. A lot of missed layups by the Patriots, and then which gave up easy transition buckets to the Red Devils, and you know what? That was the difference in the ball game right there.
18 seconds remaining. No need to foul right here. Patriots will just regroup. They'll fall to 1-1. The Red Devils will open up the season with the victory here tonight, down to the final 5 seconds. We're going to put the final on the board, and that's going to do it. Final score on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond 70, Jay County 47. We'll come back and wrap it up next right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842.
Well, the Red Devils win it tonight 70-47, and Girard overall, after a slow start, got to be pleased with the Red Devils. Now you get a win. You don't really get a chance to enjoy it for very long, because next week that'll be a tough weekend.
Yeah, as a coach, you never want to settle for happiness with a win. Obviously, tonight you're happy about it, then tomorrow you move on to your next opponent. And I think in the second half, you really got to see what the Red Devils' potential will be with the hot shooting, transition, and the way they play defense, the way they buckle down. But coach will go in, obviously watch tape with the players. They'll find out their improvements, and they'll get ready for their next opponent.
All right, Red Devils win it tonight. Again, leading the Red Devils in scoring. They had Andrew Croft with 16, Jalen Hillard with 16, Lucas Croft with 12. We'll see you next weekend. The Red Devils at North Central on Friday night. Then they'll travel to East Central coming up on Saturday. That'll do it for tonight. Your final score, Richmond 70, Jay County 47. This has been Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.